Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bridgeport, Nebraska, as we're down here in Bridgeport to bring you Mustang football coverage 2015 version, as the Mustangs have traveled to take on the Bridgeport Bulldogs this evening. I'm Clint Anderson along with cameraman Hayden Hoos, and glad to be bringing you football action again on a beautiful Friday night for high school football. Say thanks to sponsors of tonight's game, as they do make it possible for us to bring this exciting football action to you. 17 minutes to the opening kick of tonight's game between the Bridgeport Bulldogs and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. Great tractors, awesome combines, incredible hay tools, and even an award-winning self-propelled sprayer. Innovative products, and a renewed commitment to people who really appreciate field smarts. Sounds like someone like you, doesn't it?
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon-Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods. It's going to snow this winter, and you need a reliable four-wheel drive outfit. Be prepared with this 2015 F-150 Super Crew from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. It's loaded with features and comes with stowable loading ramps to make loading your ATV or snowmobile a breeze. You can find this and other vehicles to fill your needs at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. Well, just over 15 minutes to the opening kickoff of tonight's football game between the Bridgeport Bulldogs and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Say thanks to tonight's sponsors. We've got a new sponsor on board this evening. Let's give some special attention to White Clay Grocery and Cakes. Do you have an event to plan for and people to feed? Let us help. Call White Clay Grocery and Cakes to order up some delicious roast beef, or for that special celebration, a beautiful personalized sheet cake. White Clay Grocery and Cakes, proud supporter of Gordon-Rushville Mustang football. First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates over 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. That is the First National Bank in Gordon. Husker Auto Parts is your local CarQuest dealer, offering a wide selection of CarQuest parts and CarQuest accessories. Stop in at 221 North Main Street in Gordon and ask about their fall bulk oil sale, or you can call them at 282-2100. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company, offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. Fall is in the air, and it's time to get out and winterize your home and yard before it's too late. Buck and the gang at True Value of Gordon have everything that you'll need, and you can find them downtown Gordon, Nebraska. Come bank with the best. Bank of the West offers all banking services, including mortgages. Come enjoy our welcoming atmosphere. The coffee pot is always on. Hins Home Furnishings invites you to come in and see their completely remodeled store. New items are arriving daily. They have a full line of appliances, sofas, recliners, mattresses, and much, much more. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they can get it for you. They also offer free local delivery. And remember, every dollar you spend locally keeps money in our community. Come see the professional staff at Gordon Vision Center for all your vision needs. Whether you just need a routine checkup or you're not seeing as well as you used to, they can get you back to 20/20 in no time at the Gordon Vision Center. Here's a nifty idea. Keep your car, trade in your loan. Refinancing with Bob Alcorn of State Farm Bank could save you hundreds. Before high car payments get you down, give them an opportunity to bring them down with great rates and no closing costs or hidden fees. Get to a better state. See Bob at 127 North Main Street in Gordon, or you can call 282-2080. And State Farm is proud to sponsor the Gordon-Rushville Football Player of the Week. This week's Player of the Week is Morgan Holbert. For his performance against Valentine, he had 86 yards passing, and 2 punts inside the 5-yard line in the fourth quarter. So congratulations to Morgan Holbert, the State Farm Gordon-Rushville Football Player of the Week. Grocery Mart is your full-service grocery store with that personal hometown atmosphere right there in downtown Gordon. Accountant Carol Child is your one-stop resource for all your accounting and tax needs and a whole lot more. Give her a call at 282-0842 or stop by her office at 216 South Main Street in Gordon. And remember, it pays to have an accountant on your side. Also, our video sponsors of tonight's action, Modern Farm Equipment Company, Gordon Superfoods, and Sides and Milburn Ford of Rushville. Of course, the Sheridan County Journal Star, glad to bring you tonight's action. And the Journal Star is available, of course, as an online edition. And so if you would like to have the Journal Star on your mobile device or your laptop or your desktop computer, it's right there at your fingertips. Check it out at SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. Just under 11 minutes to go before tonight's kickoff. The Mustangs coming back out onto the field. Let's step aside, and we'll be back with the starting lineups after this.
New Holland Smart means building versatility into our products so you have what you need when you need it. It's producing the industry's leading grain quality with the highest capacity and best operating efficiency, allowing you to work smarter with a healthier bottom line. Smart means being the clean energy leader so you can feel confident that your equipment is delivering the most power in the most sustainable way. That's New Holland Smart.
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon-Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods.
This is as good as it gets, a 2015 Competition Orange Mustang GT Coupe Premium. This car features a 5.0-liter V8 with 6-speed manual transmission, a 12-speaker Shaker Pro audio system, ebony leather, voice-activated navigation, reverse park assist, and a slew of track features. Come to Sides of Milburn Ford in Rushville. Call 327-2472 or visit sidesofmilburnford.com to learn more.
So the Mustangs take the field here. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups now for the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Captains for tonight's game, Ethan Yanni and Talon Pieper. On offense, at quarterback, it'll be Morgan Holbert. At fullback, it is Ethan Yanni. The wingbacks, Corby Campbell takes the place of Shane Child tonight, out with a concussion and not playing this evening. So Corby Campbell gets the start. The other wingback is Talon Pieper. At the receiver positions, it'll be Jared Nelson and Rhett Conroy. along the offensive front line. Center, Zane Hamilton. Left guard, Clayton Schultz. Right guard, Damian Holman. Left tackle this evening is Cord Coates, and the right tackle is Caleb Peters. Defensively for the Mustangs this evening, the front four, the defensive ends, Corby Campbell and Rhett Conroy. The defensive tackles, Clayton Schultz and Damian Holman. At outside linebacker, it's Logan Belsky and Sean Combs getting the start this evening. At inside linebacker, Ethan Yanni and Talon Pieper. The safety taking the place of Shane Child this evening is Carson Hinn. And the two cornerbacks this evening, Morgan Holbert and Jared Nelson. Those are the starting lineups for your Gordon-Rushville Mustangs as they get ready to take on the Bridgeport Bulldogs, and this will be the toughest test of the season so far for these Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. They come into tonight's game with a record of 2 wins and no losses, having defeated Kimball on opening night and dispatched Valentine a week ago in Gordon. This Bridgeport team opened up the season with a win, and then last Friday night they fell by just 3 points on the road at number 8 rated Chase County. And so this is a good football team and the best competition that the Mustangs have seen all season long so far. We'll see what's in store here as the Mustangs go on the road on an absolutely beautiful, perfect evening for high school football. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go before the kickoff of today's game. And as we go forward here, one thing that we have been doing over the last few games that's kind of fun to see where everybody's watching from. If you're a Twitter follower, make sure that you fire off a tweet that includes the handle at SC Journal Star, and our servers will pick that up and we'll run those tweets during the breaks. Like to see where everybody's watching from and who is watching from where. So fire off a tweet tonight right now. Include the handle at SC Journal Star, and we'll get those tweets up and running here on the ticker as soon as we have a chance.
Offensive lineman for the Bulldogs, a junior at 164 pounds, number 79, Joseph Weibert.
Hello?
At the tight end position for the Bulldogs this evening at 219 pounds, a senior, number 12, John Papa.
I talked to Jordan. I haven't got anything else.
At the wide receiver for the Bulldogs, a senior at 155 pounds, number 3, Logan Lynch. In the backfield for the Bulldogs at fullback, a senior at 155 pounds, number 44, Lord Schneider. Another running back for the Bulldogs this evening, a junior at 189 pounds, number 32, Jared Fedorchak. Also in the backfield for the Bulldogs this evening, a senior at 219 pounds, number 14, Wyatt Penkowski. And the quarterback this evening for the Bulldogs, a junior at 169 pounds, number 7, Austin Hartman. The head coach is Jared Dean. He's assisted by Rob Johnson and Nick Brose. Ladies and gentlemen, would you all rise, please, and pay your respects to the flag that's flying in the south end zone. Today it's flying at half-staff in honor of those that lost their lives when the World Trade Center was destroyed by terrorists on September 11, 2001. And to sing tonight's national anthem for you and for those that lost their lives, Alexa Corman will be doing the honors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the bombs bursting
So a very well done national anthem as we mark the anniversary of September 11th here. It reminds us that there are a lot of things that are more important than wins and losses on the football field, and we need to be cognizant of that as we move forward. And so a very solemn remembrance here this evening of 9/11. As we get ready now for the coin toss.
Along with number 31 for the Bulldogs, that's Todd Widener. And number 29 for the Bulldogs, Anthony Barrett.
So it looks as though Bridgeport has won the toss, and the Mustangs will take the football, and they'll be moving from north to south here to start this game. The Mustangs in their white jerseys, the gray pants, and the gray helmets. Bridgeport in black pants, purple jerseys, and purple helmets to start this game. So the Mustangs, in the first two games, a big part of their success is they are +6 in the turnover category. They have taken away the ball 6 times, and they have not given it up once. And in both of those first two games, they took the ball away from the opponent and put it into the end zone on the opponent's first drive of the game. And so we'll see if the Mustangs can turn the tables here and take the opening kickoff tonight and see if they can't put it in the end zone. So we get ready to get this underway. Make sure you say thanks to the sponsors of tonight's games. We'll run through those quickly for you. First National Bank of Gordon, Husker Auto Parts, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Bank of the West, Hins Home Furnishings, Gordon Vision Center, Bob Alcorn State Farm Insurance, Grocery Mart, Accountant Carol Child, White Clay Grocery and Cakes, Modern Farm Equipment, Sides and Milburn Ford, Gordon Superfoods, and of course, the Sheridan County Journal Star. So a week ago at kickoff, we were in the low 90s. Tonight, we are in the low 70s as we get ready to get this one underway. So a very comfortable evening for the players and the fans. Morgan Holbert has it teed up at the 40-yard line, ready to get this one underway. Holbert approaches the football, puts his foot into it, and away we go. High spinning kick comes down at the 20, coming to the left side, and going to be brought down there by a gang of Mustangs at the 27-yard line. Is the ball carrier that is. Let's take a look here. I believe that was Jared Fedorchik on the return. So the Bulldogs have the ball to start here. The Mustangs try to work their defensive magic as they have in the first two games. Bridgeport out of the eye. They run an awful lot of option, and they start with a high pitch. And who's going to get on it? Looks like just barely. A Bulldog got back on top of that thing. And the Bulldogs trying to work according to the Mustang script here as they nearly coughed that one up. The high pitch to Wyatt Pankowski. Pankowski able to jump back on top of it before the Mustang defenders could. But as it is, it's a loss on the play of about 7 or 8 yards on the play. So it'll bring up second down and very long here for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. They fake the die. Actually, they give it to the fullback up inside. Room to run. That's Fedorich. And he's got room to run. Across the 50, it's a foot race, and nobody's going to catch him. 20, 10, and a touchdown on the second play of the game. He hit another gear when he crossed the 40-yard line, and it was all gone as Jared Fedorchik puts one in the end zone for the Bridgeport Bulldogs.
Jared Fedorchik, number 32.
So Bridgeport wastes no time putting points on the board. They ran that dive to the fullback off the option fake, and now they'll set up to go for two here in an odd-looking formation as one back in the backfield with the quarterback takes the shotgun snap, flips it out there to the right side. Mustangs all over it. He'll be brought down short of the end zone, and it will remain 6-0 6-0 in favor of the Bridgeport Bulldogs with 11:08 left to go in the first quarter.
And number 10 is Hin for the Gordon-Rushville Mustang. So for door check.
Putting burgers on the grill and cheese on burgers doesn't just happen. It takes a lot of smart farmers making smart decisions all along the way. We're committed, along with our dealers, to delivering the hay tools and all the other equipment you need to get the job done right. New Holland.
So 11:08 left to go in the first quarter. Bridgeport out to the quick lead as they turn the tables on the Mustangs here and give them a dose of their own medicine as they are on the board with less than a minute gone in the first quarter. So Bridgeport has it teed up, and they'll kick it away to the Mustangs. This is going to come down to Pieper at the 20-yard line. Cuts it upfield across the 30, and he's going to be spun down there at the 32-yard line. The Mustangs take over at their own 32-yard line with 10 minutes. And the clock is running, and it shouldn't be. Should be about 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter. So the Mustangs go to work on offense. Mustangs without the services of Shane Child tonight. He's replaced by Corby Campbell at that wing spot. Yanni the fullback, Holbert the quarterback. Campbell and Pieper are the wings. Jared Nelson and Rhett Conroy are the wideouts. As we are ready to get underway again here as Holbert under center. Campbell in motion. Toss play, Campbell left side. Penetration in the backfield. Campbell spin move, gives up some ground, gives up some more ground. And that is trouble for Corby Campbell as he is tackled all the way back at the 21-yard line. That's a loss of 11 yards on the play. And now the Mustangs in a big hole here as this is an absolutely monstrous offensive line or defensive line for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Big bodies up front that the Mustangs are going to have to contend with here this evening. So Holbert, toss play to Pieper coming around the right side. He's got the 25 and pushed out of bounds there at the 27. So it'll bring up third down and very long now for the Mustangs with 10:20 to go here in the first quarter. And it'll bring up third down and 20. Call it 15. I'm looking at the scoreboard. They're a little bit slow. We'll call it third down and 15 for the Mustangs as Nelson out and into the game comes Sam Hood. So Morgan Holbert under center on 3rd and 15. Holbert drops back to pass. Goes left side deep. He's got a man there. It is Ethan Yanni, and it's over his head. Or, excuse me, it's Talon Pieper, and just overthrew him. Talon Pieper had broke beyond the linebacker that was covered him, and he had a couple of steps, but just overthrown. It was a nice idea, but they just couldn't quite connect. And so the Mustangs will be forced to punt it away with 10 minutes and 14 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
27-yard line.
So Morgan Holbert to do the punting duties for the Mustangs here. Gets this one away. That's a good kick. It's going to come down just across midfield. It's going to roll inside the 40 and going to be downed at the 39-yard line of the Bulldogs.
And two white jerseys there for the Gordon-Rushville Mustang to make sure.
So they'll take over with 10:14 to go in the first quarter.
From their own 38-yard line, first down.
Make sure to get those tweets out there. Include the hashtag or the handle at SC Journal Star. We'll run those tweets as we have time during the breaks. So Bridgeport back to work here after the 81-yard touchdown scamper on their first possession. This one off the left side and refusing to be brought down is Fedorchik again,
Good yardage.
as he'll pick up about 7. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3, ball at the 46-yard line.
42-yard line, took a tackle with him to the 46. A gain of 7. It's 2nd down 3.
So it'll be 2nd down and 3 now for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Under 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Turn, the give is to the I-back. He's got a big hole right up the middle. That's Pankowski, and he's got a first down.
Number 9 on the tackle for the...
So a 1st and 10 for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. That offensive line leaning on this much smaller Mustang front 4. Well, Austin Hartman, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, brings them to the line. They'll work out of the I, 2 wide receivers to the right side. The give is to the I-back. That's Pankowski. Spins and reaches forward for a gain of 5. He's down to the 40-yard line. So Pankowski is a tall, lanky back. He goes 6'3". A lot of leg there, and he spins and leans forward for 5 yards. Clock now under 9 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Ball is on the 40-yard line.
Mustangs trail this one 6-0 after the long touchdown run on the second play of the game. This is a toss back to Pankowski again, and just tripped up that time, as that was Rhett Conroy able to knock his feet out from under him and brings him up short of the first down yardage. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 1. Call it a long one, closer to 2. So 3rd down and 2 for Bridgeport. Ball is at the Mustang 37-yard line. So they'll work out of the I, 1 wide receiver to each side. The option play, and they're all over it. Pankowski breaks a tackle, though, spins forward, and now he's in the clear. Pankowski is finally going to be tracked down by Corby Campbell, but they had him dead to rights for a loss on the play, and somehow Pankowski able to spin out of the tackle and escape 3 Mustangs, get positive yardage on the play, and picks up the first down. The Mustangs were all over that option play. They were ready for it that time, had it read, and just couldn't make the tackle. Under 8 minutes to go now, and a fresh set of downs from the 25-yard line for the Bridgeport Bulldogs.
1st and 10.
So 2nd down and 4. And ball just inside the 20 of the Mustangs. Trying to slow up the powerful rushing attack by the Bridgeport Bulldogs. And we got flags that stop the play.
Premature movement. Flag on the line of scrimmage. This is going.
And it's against the Mustangs. Offsides against the Mustangs, and really doesn't need any help at all, as that gives them a first down inside the 15.
Closer to the 15 than it is the 14. First down.
So 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Bridgeport Bulldogs, and a fresh set of downs. Out of the I, 2 wides to the left side. Give is to the fullback. No, and now the quarterback keeps it, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 3 yards on the play.
Fedorchik, Hartman keeps it himself. 53 makes the tackle. That's Hamilton for the Mustangs. A gain of 2 yards. This 2nd down, 8 to go. Near the 13-yard line.
So 6:23 to go in the first quarter. Bridgeport knocking on the door. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Ball at the Mustang 12-yard line. Mustangs haven't been able to how to stop this rushing attack yet of the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Toss or a pass to the left side, and that is incomplete and out of bounds. very nearly a backwards pass that time, but they're going to say it was a forward pass, and it is incomplete. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 now.
We're still on the 13-yard line.
And see if the Mustangs can get a stop. Not sure what the Bulldogs' MO is here down at this distance on 4th down. Maybe in 4-down territory for the Bulldogs. Clock stops. A rare stoppage of the clock here in this first quarter. It's 6:06 to go in the first. They jam that up. Quarterback keeps it. He's good for about 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down. Or 4th down, excuse me, not 3rd. It's 4th down and about 4. 4th down and 4 from the Mustang 9-yard line for the Bulldogs. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout. So timeout on the field by the Bridgeport Bulldogs. 5:44 to go first quarter. Bridgeport 6, Gordon-Rushville 0.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. Great tractors, awesome combines, incredible hay tools, and even an award-winning self-propelled sprayer. Innovative products, and a renewed commitment to people who really appreciate field smarts. Sounds like someone like you, doesn't it?
This is as good as it gets, a 2015 Competition Orange Mustang GT Coupe Premium. This car features a 5.0-liter V8 with 6-speed manual transmission, a 12-speaker Shaker Pro audio system, ebony leather, voice-activated navigation, reverse park assist, and a slew of track features. Come to Sides of Milburn Ford in Rushville. Call 327-2472.
So back to football action, out of the eye. The option play to the right side. Mustangs all over it again, and now a toss play, ill-advised pitch. And we'll see what happens there as Pankowski tried to flip that ball forward. Funny looking play. The Mustangs say they've got it, and either way they've got the football because there wasn't first down yardage on the play. Pankowski was bottled up on the option out there. The Mustangs were ready for it, but he tried to toss that ball to somebody. End result is that it's on the turf and short of the first down, and so the Mustangs will have the football. But now we've got a flag down on the play, or were we? I think we threw a flag instead of throwing the beanbag is what we did that time. The ref reached for the beanbag to mark where the fumble occurred and instead grabbed his flag. So the Mustangs come up with a big defensive stop inside their own 10, but they've got it now at their own 9-yard line with 5:36 to go. Toss play to Pieper coming around the right side, trying to get the edge. He's got the 10 and out of bounds at the 15. A flag comes down. I'm thinking we've probably got a face mask here. Talon Pieper brought down at the 15, and we'll see what the call is here. It is indeed a face mask, but they call it on Pieper, and that's going to go against the Mustangs. So a 6-yard gain on the play, but Pieper going to be called for the offensive face mask, and that is unfortunate as they'll be backed up half the distance to the goal. So they'll scrimmage from just inside their 5-yard line. So I know they'll mark it from the spot of the foul apparently because the Mustangs now have it at their own 10. So really just the loss of the yardage on the play, and so we'll play first down again. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs as Holbert drops the football, tosses it out to Campbell, and broken play that time. Campbell back to the line of scrimmage, and that is about it. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. And so Mustangs really disjointed here offensively, having a hard time getting things moving here in the first quarter. Now Rhett Conroy comes out of the game as we work our way down past the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs.
The ball's right on the 10-yard line.
Campbell on the right wing. Pieper on the left. Pieper comes in motion. They give it on the fly sweep. Pieper and slips down. Pieper had a man right in his face as he tried to turn the corner that time. Lost his footing, and he's going to lose about 3 yards. So the Mustangs going backwards here. It brings up 3rd down now, and about 12 yards to go for the first down. Under 4.5 to go in the first quarter, and it should be a short game here as both of these teams run the football an awful lot. And so the clock, as you would expect, just going to keep on winding down. So the Mustangs, 3rd down and 12. Holbert rolls out, and that is intercepted by Pankowski at the goal line, steps in for the score. 6'3" frame for Pankowski, and Morgan Holbert goes all of about 5'8", and he couldn't get it up over the outstretched mitts of Pankowski, and he picks it off and steps in for the touchdown.
And he was in the end zone. Bulldogs have a quick fix.
So with 4:06 to go in the first quarter, the Bulldogs now lead it 12-0. And they'll line up to go for 2 out of the eye. And we got a flag comes in.
We have a car.
See what the call is here.
Somebody's got your lights on the home side of the football field.
Illegal substitution on the Mustangs, or illegal participation, one or the other, as saw a Mustang trotting off. Apparently they had 12 men on the field, and so that'll shorten it up to about the 1.5 for the 2-point try here now for Bridgeport. Pankowski at the top of the eye. The give is to the fullback up the middle and in for the 2-point conversion. So with 4:06 to go, the conversion is good. It is Bridgeport 14 and Gordon-Rushville 0.
4 minutes, a little over left here in the first quarter.
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon-Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods. So we're starting to get some Twitter followers lighting things up for us here. Charlotte Roth tuned in, watching, says, "Let's go Mustangs. Keep that winning streak alive." So thanks very much. Keep those tweets rolling in. Remember to include the handle at SC Journal Star. We'll pick that up and keep airing those tweets as we move on through the game this evening. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching with. So the Mustangs in an early hole here. 4:06 to go first quarter. They trail it 14-0. The kick from the 40, high spinning kick, comes down at the 15. This is this is Pieper. Cuts it upfield across the 30 and out to about the 32-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will set up shop. And the clock operator must have something on TV that he's in a hurry to get home and watch. He likes to let that clock run after the kickoff. 3 minutes and 54 seconds is where he finally stops it. And the Mustangs take over and ready for action on offense again, trying to find some offensive rhythm here. Penalties and miscues have really been their undoing so far. They give it up the middle, and that is Yanni. He is stacked up after a gain of about a yard, as Bridgeport was ready for that one. The Mustangs knew they had a tall order coming in with a lot of beef on that offensive and defensive lines for the Bridgeport Bulldogs, and they're having a lot of trouble matching up with them so far this evening.
3-yard line.
So it'll be second down. They'll give him 2 on the play. So call it second down and 8 now for the Mustangs. Morgan Holbert under center. Pieper in motion. They fake the toss, and they give it up inside to Yanni again, and nothing doing there. And they're going to say that he lost a yard, maybe 2 on the play. It'll bring up third down and about 10. So rough sledding for the Mustangs tonight, trying to diagnose this Bridgeport Bulldog defense. So it'll bring up third down as Rhett Conroy comes out of the game. Nelson and Hood, the wideouts. Mustangs in that double wing. Morgan Holbert calls for the snap. Pieper in motion. They'll give it off to Yanni up inside. Breaks a tackle but can't get out of the second one. He's up to the 35-yard line, but that's still going to be 7 yards short of the first down, and it'll be a punting situation for the Mustangs on 4th down and 7.
Yanni, the ball carrier. It's 4th down, 7 to go. Called on the 35.
So 2:12 to go now in the first quarter, and Morgan Holbert back to do the punting duties for the Mustangs. Holbert gets this low line drive away. It's going to land at the 40, bounces to the 35, inside the 30, and that's where it'll be down by the Mustangs, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bulldogs from their own 30-yard line with 1 minute and 56 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
The Bulldogs have started the ball game in good field position on 3 different possessions. They start an offensive series again.
And if you're looking for some good volleyball action, make sure you run over to the high school tomorrow, as the Gordon-Rushville volleyball team will be hosting their annual invitational tournament. Stop over and watch the Mustangs and support them in their volleyball endeavors. Here's Pankowski again, and hard to bring him down as he leans forward after being hit in the backfield. Falls forward for a gain of about a yard on the play. Really tough to bring that young man down. We remember him from a year ago up in Gordon. Tough runner then, and he's even tougher to bring down now as we're under a minute and a half to go in this first quarter. This brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Ball on their own 31-yard line. So Austin Hartman under center. I formation, wideouts to each side. Turn, the give is, no, he fakes the give. Play action pass, throws it right side, and that is incomplete. Nearly, the receiver had it in his hands. Morgan Holbert came by and somehow bobbled his concentration and stripped that ball away, trying for the interception, I think, was Holbert, but the end result is an incomplete pass. As John Pappas, the 6'5" senior out there, had the ball in his hands but couldn't quite bring it. And Pappas at 6'4". Morgan Holbert, as we said earlier, 5'8" ball, if that, and a big mismatch out there in the corner that time. But incomplete pass after the defense by Holbert, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Give is to the fullback, and he is out 40-yard line and good for a 1st down. Mustangs are into these balls, but they're tackles and able to continue the play and pick up positive yardage. That one good for a 1st down, and a fresh set of downs here now for the Bridgeport Bulldogs as we're now under a minute to go in the first quarter. So 1st and 10 Bridgeport from their 43-yard line. They have been very efficient on offense so far this evening. They work from the eye. The give is to Pankowski. Big hole straight up the middle. 45-40. Pankowski off to the races. Holbert in front of him. Tries to get a hold of a foot and just barely does. Brings him down at the 25-yard line. Morgan Holbert with a very, very good open field tackle on a tough runner, but not before he picks up a big chunk of yardage. And the Bridgeport Bulldogs set up again with 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter inside the 25 of the Mustangs. 1st and 10 from the 24. So Bridgeport making this look easy here this evening so far. Mustangs trying to get out of this first quarter and regroup a little bit. Toss player on the pitch on the option, and there's Campbell in there to upend Pankowski that time. Went low and took his legs right out from under him, and they'll pick up or get a loss on the play finally And the end of the first quarter has arrived. At the end of one, it is Bridgeport 14 and Gordon-Rushville 0.
And the quarter has just ended, ladies and gentlemen. First quarter.
It's going to snow this winter, and you need a reliable four-wheel drive outfit. Be prepared with this 2015 F-150 Super Crew from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. It's loaded with features and comes with stowable loading ramps to make loading your ATV or snowmobile a breeze. You can find this and other vehicles to fill your needs at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon-Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. Great tractors, awesome combines, incredible hay tools, and even an award-winning self-propelled sprayer. Innovative products, and a renewed commitment to people who really appreciate field smarts. Sounds like someone like you, doesn't it?
So back to football action to start the second quarter here, right up the middle again. And a gain of about 5 more yards this time for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. And so it'll bring up third down and about 5, a long 5 for the Bulldogs here as we are just underway in the second quarter. Mustangs in a hole early. They trail it 14-0 early on in the second quarter. Beautiful evening for football here from Bridgeport tonight. Give it inside again. Big hole inside the 10, inside the 5. Breaking tackles all the way to the end zone is Fedorich. And another touchdown. Make sure we get that. Fedorchak is the name. Fedorchak. And he rumbles across for the touchdown with 11:20 to go in the second quarter. So it's 20-0, and the Bulldogs again will go for 2 out of this power I formation. Hartman takes the snap, gives it to Pankowski, stacked up, leans forward, and no indication. They're going to say no. They're going to say the knee was down before he reached it across, and so the score will remain 20-0 in favor of the Bridgeport Bulldogs.
20 on the board here as we start the second quarter.
Picking up a few more tweets here all the time. Make sure you keep those coming. We like to see where everybody is watching from. Mustangs with their hands full here tonight, but so far on the season, they have already equaled last year's win total. Last year they went 2-6. They started off this season 2-0. Knew they'd have a tall order in front of them here this evening, and that's certainly been the case. Let's see if they can right the ship here and find some offensive rhythm and get the ball moving down the field here as we are early in the second quarter. 11:20 to go in the second quarter, and Bridgeport with the 20-0 lead. And we alluded to it earlier, the Mustang volleyball team hosting their invitational tournament tomorrow. I don't know what teams are playing in that tournament tomorrow, but it will be good volleyball action, so step on over to the high school and check it out tomorrow and support your Mustang volleyball team. This is Ethan Yanni from the 15, across the 20, 25, cuts it to his right across the 30 and slips down there, and he'll be down at the 32-yard line. Mustangs take over and set up shop there. Actually, they spotted at the 31. So 11 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Mustangs go to work on offense. So Morgan Holbert under the center. This is Campbell in motion. They give it to Yanni. Comes off the left side, turns it upfield, and he'll have a gain of about 3 yards that time before he's dragged down. And so positive yardage on first down. That's good for the Mustangs. On schedule here, 2nd down and 6. So try and find a little bit of rhythm here. Get some things to go right. Start by getting a first down and move the ball a little bit. So Morgan Holbert under center again. Mustangs out of this same double wing formation. Pieper in motion. The give is to Yanni. Cuts it up the middle. Yanni's got 5. He's out there close to the first down. He'll be about a yard short. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1. So the Mustangs starting to do some things like they had hoped. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 1 now. So 3rd and 1 for the Mustangs. Trying to keep this drive alive. 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Campbell in motion. The give is to Yanni. Straight ahead. He's got the first down across the 45 and dragging tacklers to the 48-yard line. Good tough run that time by Ethan Yanni. And that is what the Mustangs were looking for. They've got a first down, move the chains, and make this Bridgeport defense work a little bit here.
First down, Mustangs.
So Mustangs using Ethan Yanni as the battering ram out of that fullback position. And now Talon Pieper back there to take this snap at the fullback spot. He's got it. He's ahead for about 3 yards.
He's wrapped up by number 14, Penkowski,
And so with 9.5 to go, Mustangs have it 2nd down and 7.
Pieper for the Mustangs. He gains 2 yards. That's to the 49 of the Bulldogs. 2nd down, 8 to go.
And now we've got 2 Piepers in the backfield as Talon's brother Jarrett in at that left wing back spot. So Talon at the fullback, Jarrett at the left wing. Corby Campbell comes in motion. They give it to Talon Pieper, and he's ahead for a gain of about a yard, maybe 2 is all that time. It'll bring up a long 3rd down now for the Mustangs. 3rd down and 3rd down and call it 6 for the Mustangs here. Ball across midfield at the 48-yard line of the Bridgeport Bulldogs. 8:45 to go in the second quarter. Lights really starting to take effect here in Bridgeport. Gorgeous evening, not a breath of wind. Try and get a current check on the temperature here for us. But the Mustangs with a 3rd down and a very long 6 to go. Talon Pieper in motion. Morgan Holbert rolls to his right. Throws the pass down the field and just incomplete. Trying to come back for that was Sam Hood. He adjusted to that pass. It was just a little bit short. Almost got back to it and gathered it in, but couldn't quite get it done. And so it'll be 4th down for the Mustangs, and they'll be forced to punt from the Bridgeport 48-yard line. But the Mustangs did some things that time. They got a first down, got a little bit of offensive rhythm, even though they couldn't sustain it. So something to build on as they work toward that next possession. Holbert, high snap, but he gathers it in, and a beautiful spiraling punt. It's inside the 20, inside the 15, and finally rolls dead at the 14-yard line. Morgan should think about kicking it that way every time. That was the best punt we've seen him hit all year long, a driving spiral, and all the way down inside the 15-yard line, and that is where Bridgeport will take over with 8 minutes and 1 second left to go in the second quarter. So we'll see if the Mustang defense can get things working here and slow down this Bridgeport offense. They've stopped them on downs once. see if they can do it again. So they work out of the eye again. Option play, and that one is, he breaks a tackle again, hurdles another man and out across the 20. Trying to get a line on who that is. That is Anthony Barrett with the carry that time. And an outstanding run as the Mustangs are ready for that option play every time. They got one or two guys in that runner's face, but they've been breaking tackles and end up with positive yardage on the play, 9 yards. And now they'll bring the chains across to measure this and see if it is a first down.
Replaces Pankowski in the backfield. That was his first carry of the night.
Set of downs, ball yards out to the
Or a gain of 9 yards on the carry. It's now 1st and 10 to go.
So another first down for the Bridgeport Bulldogs as we're now under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10, and the ball is at their own 3-yard line. So back out of that eye they go. Austin Hartman on the carry. Took the snap and powers ahead for a good 4 yards. Bulldog first down. 6:05 to go in the second quarter. And they are moving the football at will against this Mustang defense. Hartman under center, out of the eye. Fullback this time. Tackle and leans across the 35 down to about 3-yard line. So that big line of the Bridgeport Bulldogs is just leaning on this Mustang front and picking up 5 and 6 yards a shot here as now we work our way under 5:20 to go in the second quarter. A 20-0 Bridgeport Bulldog lead late here in the second quarter. Hartman under center. Pankowski at the top of the eye. Now we got a false start. Wide receiver on the left side got an early start on that play as he was looking for the crackdown block that time. That's Logan Lynch. And that'll cost the Bulldogs 5 yards on the false start. It'll make it about 2nd down and 9.
That'll put it back to a 2nd down and 9 to go.
So 2nd and 9 now for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Under 5 minutes to go now in the second quarter. Wideouts to each side. Hartman turns to give us to Pankowski, breaks a tackle, and going to be brought down for little or no gain. One of the rare times that he hasn't gained positive yardage or much positive yardage. It'll be 3rd down, and they'll say no gain on the play. 3rd down and 8. The Mustangs trying to get tough here. Under 4.5 to go in the second quarter now.
You parents that are involved with the halftime activities, both the parents of the golf team and parents of the cross-country team, would you please think about...
So Bridgeport on the move again, and they now face a 3rd down and 8. The ball at the Mustang 38-yard line, and now we've got a timeout on the field. This one's going to be called by the Bridgeport Bulldogs as they now lead the Mustangs 20-0 with 4:04 left to go in the second quarter. Say thanks to sponsors of tonight's game. Husker Auto Parts is your local CarQuest dealer, offering a wide selection of CarQuest parts and CarQuest accessories. Stop in at 221 North Main Street in Gordon and ask about their fall bulk oil sale, or you can call 282-2100. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company, offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And now is the time to get out and winterize your home and yard before it's too late. Buck and the gang at True Value of Gordon have everything that you will need. And come bank with the best. Bank of the West offers all banking services, including mortgages. Come enjoy our welcoming atmosphere. The coffee pot is always on. So Bridgeport ready to face this 3rd down and 8. Hartman under center, gives it to Pankowski, breaks a tackle coming off the right side. He's across the 30. He's very close to a first down, and he will have the first down as he's across the 30 and all the way down to the 26-yard line of the Mustangs. So when in doubt, give it to Pankowski. So 1st and 10, Bridgeport from the Mustang 26.
Bulldogs have a first down. We're inside of 4 minutes.
Under 4 to go now.
And the clock is running.
The Mustangs were ready for a lot of option tonight, and they've been in position against that option as they work out of the full house backfield this time. The toss is to Pankowski, dragged down and breaks free from another tackle and falls forward. That was Corby Campbell who had him by the jersey, but he was able to pull free and end up with a, well, he still lost yardage on the play. He should have lost about 7. Instead, he only loses about 2. Good, tough running by Pankowski again. And so it'll be 2nd down and call it 2nd and 11 for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. The ball back at the 20. And him a hand that time as they brought Hartman down. After a gain of about 2, it'll be 3rd down and 9. 2.5 to go in the Mustangs trail it by 3 touchdowns. It's 20-0. Trying to keep Bridgeport off the scoreboard here late in the 2nd quarter. Hartman, tuck it down and run, coming left side. He's got some room out there. Going to be brought down. Nice open field tackle that time by Jared Nelson. Came up and short first down yardage. 6 that time for about 3. So 4th, and the Mustangs need to stand tough here. 45 clock runs here late in the 2nd quarter. Big defensive moment here for the Mustangs. The work from that power eye, full house backfield. Hartman under center. Pankowski at the top of the eye. The give is to Hartman, and he's got it easily. He's inside the 10, spinning down to the 5-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 6. But a good gain right up the middle again by Pankowski with 1:22 to go here in the 2nd quarter. And now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Looks like 5-yard line. 53 makes the tackle. Hamilton for the Mustangs.
So 1st and goal from the 6 for Bridgeport. And they'll go back to that full house backfield. Hartman gives it to Pankowski again, slips a tackle, leans forward, and he's going to be down at the 1. 5-yard gain for Pankowski as the clock now works its way inside a minute.
Number 3 will make that tackle. That's Conroy.
So it's been a rough go for the Mustangs here in the first half.
1-yard line.
They were hoping that even though they were smaller, they could outquick these Bridgeport Bulldogs up front, but that hasn't happened. The weight of those linemen on both sides of the ball is really taking its toll on the Mustangs here so far in the first half. Full house backfield again. Pankowski at the top of the eye. The turn, the give, and that is Tackled, fumble on the ground, and who's on top of it? Did Hartman get on it? I believe Bridgeport maintained possession. Mustangs shot the gap on the blitz. I don't know who came flying through there, but they timed the snap count perfectly and greeted Hartman in the backfield, forced him to cough it up, but he's able to get back on top of it. Bridgeport calls timeout with 20 seconds left to go in the first half. The Mustangs trying to stand tall here. And they've now, it's now 3rd down and 7 for Bridgeport. 3rd and goal from the 7. Hins Home Furnishings reminds you to come and see their completely remodeled store. New items are arriving daily. They have a full line of appliances, sofas, recliners, mattresses, and much more. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they can get it for you. They also offer free local delivery. Remember, every dollar you spend locally keeps money in our community. Come see the professional staff at Gordon Vision Center for all your vision needs. Whether you just need a routine checkup or you're not seeing as well as you used to, they can get you back to 20/20 in no time. So the Mustangs back on the field, ready to try and hold them out here with 24 seconds left to go in the first half. 3rd down and goal from the 7 for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Power I formation. Waiting to get the go-ahead from the officials here. They're showing that blitz up front again. They shoot the gap, and they get it to Pankowski, and he'll lean across for the touchdown. So the Mustangs trying to blitz there that time, but can't quite get things stopped, and it's 26-0 Bridgeport with 19 seconds left to go in the football game. So they've gone for 2 each time. Certain that they will do it again, and they're lining up that way, and they'll work out of that power I formation once again. Try to pass it into the end zone, broken up nicely by the defense that time, and so the score stays at 26-0. So 19 seconds left to go here in the first half. Mustangs will get it back with not much time to work. Like to remind you that we have an outstanding partnership with Great Plains Communications, and they will re-air many of these broadcasts that we're bringing to you. This week, it is the opening game of the season for the volleyball team where they face the Sheridan Cardinals. That airs tomorrow night, September 12th, also Monday and Wednesday. And then the first 2 games of the football season will also be airing. Those also on Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday. That is the Valentine game. And then the opening game win against the Kimball Longhorns airing this evening, Sunday, and again on Tuesday. That is Great Plains Communications Local Access Channel number 2.
Near the 10-yard line.
Realize we haven't updated the scoreboard yet, but it is 26-0. Bridgeport with the lead here. 19 seconds left to go in the first half. Good deep kick that time. Drives Pieper back to the 10. He's across the 20. 25-30. Got a seam. 35-40. Cuts it outside. And finally going to be brought down at the 43-yard line. Good return that time by Talon Pieper, but the Mustangs now with only 10 seconds to work.
Janasek in on that tackle. Got some help from number 51, Mars Vasquez.
So the Mustangs with 10 seconds left to go before the half. Ball at the 43-yard line.
That's their best field position on a return tonight.
So 10 seconds to go. Holbert under center. Looks left side. Now he looks deep right side. Throws it out there. Corby Campbell, and incomplete with 5 seconds to go now. I'd like to say thanks to Hayden Hoos. He's been our videographer so far this season for these football games. He does a tremendous job for us up here. And glad to have him along with us. We're going to be sad when he's healthy enough to go back to playing football again. I'm sure he's anxious to be down there on the field, as he should be. So 5 seconds left to go now here in the second quarter. Mustangs with one more try to get on the board in the first half. Holbert takes the snap and drops back. Looks left side. Long pass. He's got Jared Nelson there, but it's intercepted. Intercepted, and look out. Down the right sideline, and Talon Pieper able to come over and cut the legs out from underneath of the returner, who gets up holding his left arm gingerly. Let's try and see who that is. That is Anthony Barrett on the interception and the return. But the first half ends. Bridgeport leads this one 26-0 at the half.
Golf team and their parents, along with as well as the cross-country boys and girls team.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. Great tractors, awesome combines, incredible hay tools, and even an award-winning self-propelled sprayer. Innovative products, and a renewed commitment to people who really appreciate field smarts. Sounds like someone like you, doesn't it?
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon-Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods.
This is as good as it gets, a 2015 Competition Orange Mustang GT Coupe Premium. This car features a 5.0-liter V8 with 6-speed manual transmission, a 12-speaker shaker audio system, ebony leather, voice-activated navigation, reverse park assist,
Let's take at the Mustangs' upcoming football schedule here. Mustangs sport this evening. From tonight, they'll be back at home as they take on County Warriors, and that is homecoming. We'll be bringing all of this football action to you this season for the Mustangs. So next week is homecoming versus Bennett County. The following week, we'll be back on the road as we head down to Mitchell. October 2nd, Chase County comes to town. October 16th, the annual tilt with the Sheridan Cardinals in Sheridan. and they'll finish up the season at home against the football team. While we're looking at schedules, let's take a look at the Mustang volleyball team upcoming schedule. Now, we will not be bringing you all of these games. This is the entire volleyball schedule in the short term, at any rate. Tomorrow, the back at home hosting their invitational as I believe. I have to we'll pick that up and include it in the ticker. We have parents' night here in Bridgeport for the cross country and golf teams. Not sure who all have, but a whole line of parents out here on the field. Bridgeport Bulldog Athletics.
Santiago Ramos, son of Maria and Santiago Ramos. Marissa Widener, the daughter of Holly and Marcus Widener. And the coaches for the cross-country team this year, Claudia Loomis and her husband, Pat Girdle, along with Craig Johnson and his wife, Irma. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the members of the girls golf team, their parents, boys and girls cross-country team, their parents. Congratulations to you all, and hope you've had a fun night so far. Thank you.
So we are at halftime. 13 minutes left to go. Actually, that's 16 minutes. That 20-minute clock runs down. They add 3 minutes to it. So we've actually got 16 minutes left to go before the kickoff of the second half. The Mustangs on the short end of this one. After the first half, it is Bridgeport 26 and Gordon-Rushville 0. Take a look at some more of these fine sponsors that allow us to bring this action to you this evening.
I'd like to take this opportunity to publicly acknowledge our teammates' mentors.
This game is brought to you by Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance. Bob specializes in farm and ranch insurance. Stop in and see him at 127 North Main Street in Gordon, or you can give him a call at 282-2080. And State Farm is proud to sponsor the Gordon-Rushville Football Player of the Week. Morgan Holbert is the Player of the Week this week for his performance against Valentine. He had 86 yards passing, and he put 2 punts inside the 5-yard line in the fourth quarter. So congratulations to Morgan Holbert, the State Farm Player of the Week. And accountant Carol Child is your one-stop resource for all your accounting and tax needs and much more. Give her a call at 282-0842, or you can stop by her office at 216 South Main Street in Gordon. And remember, it pays to have an accountant on your side. Do you have an event to plan for and people to feed? Let us help. Call White Clay Grocery and Cakes to order up some delicious roast beef, or for that special celebration, a beautiful personalized sheet cake. White Clay Grocery and Cakes, proud supporter of Gordon-Rushville Mustang football.
Inclusion. We are committed to the inclusion of mentees and mentors from diverse backgrounds. Thank you, and now let me introduce our mentors. Our coordinator, Gail Byer. The co-coordinator, Elisa Rodak. Board member, Craig Barnett. Secretary of the Board, Cassie Lapisotis. Board member, Pete Lapisotis. Treasurer, Susanna Batterman. President of the board and also a mentor, Jacob Dean. Also a board member and a mentor, Shauna Fessler. And mentors, Tony Blumenkamp, Vonnie Brown, Milo Cardenas, Kay Anderson, a mentor of 2, Tanya Fahrenkopf, Tammy Franklin, Nicole Dean, Mel Lacey, Joe McCoy, Kim Metz, Chuck Morrell, Paul Muski, Jeff Neely, Sue Nussbaum, Jane Oliver, Rachel Patterson, Dean Ramig, Stephanie Schmidt, Garrett Seigel, also board member Chuck Lambert, and board member Andy Lacey, Danny Harding, Ken Austin.
It's going to snow this winter, and you need a reliable four-wheel drive outfit. Be prepared with this 2015 F-150 Super Crew from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. It's loaded with features and comes with stowable loading ramps to make loading your ATV or snowmobile a breeze. You can find this and other vehicles to fill your needs at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
New Holland Smart means building versatility into our products so you have what you need when you need it. It's producing the industry's leading grain quality with the highest capacity and best operating efficiency, allowing you to work smarter with a healthier bottom line. Smart means being the clean energy leader so you can feel confident that your equipment is delivering the most power in the most sustainable way. That's New Holland Smart.
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon-Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods. So we are at halftime. Bridgeport with the big lead over the Mustangs, 26-0. And 10 minutes left to go before the opening kickoff of the second half. Let's take a look at how that first half unfolded. It was a one-sided affair in favor of the Bulldogs. Bridgeport took the opening kickoff. They had a negative play on the first play from scrimmage, but the second one was an 81-yard touchdown run, and that put Bridgeport up 6-0 with 11 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Mustangs were forced to punt. Bridgeport then got the ball, marched it down to the Mustang 9, but they gave it up on downs. The one time that the Mustangs were able to stop the Bulldogs this evening, they gave it up on downs. The Mustangs took over but couldn't do anything with it. And Morgan Holbert was intercepted by Pankowski. He stepped across the goal line, and the two-point conversion was good, made it 14-0 in favor of the Bridgeport Bulldogs. The Mustangs punted again on their next possession. Bridgeport took over at their own 30. They marched at 70 yards and put it in the end zone for the 20-0 lead after the two-point conversion failed. Mustangs again punted on their next possession. Bridgeport took over at their own 15, marched at 85 yards in 8 minutes, actually just under 8 minutes, and put it into the end zone with 19 seconds left to go in the first half. Pankowski again doing the honors. 2-point conversion failed, and the score stands at halftime 26-0. Mustangs were able to get some offensive rhythm on their last offensive possession of the half. They'll see if they can build on that and get something done here, get some traction in the second half. 8 minutes until the kickoff of the second half. We'll step aside, let you run to the refrigerator and grab some snacks and be ready to go here in just about 8 minutes for the start of the third quarter. What do they think in there? Well, you guys are just good. So still time to get those tweets in as we're about 4 minutes from the kickoff of the third quarter. We've got an outstanding group here watching this evening. Thanks for letting us know where you're watching from, and if you'd like to be part of the fun, if you're a Twitter user, send out a tweet, include the handle at SC Journal Star. We'll pick it up and include it on the Twitter ticker during the breaks. Let's say thanks again to sponsors of tonight's broadcast. First National Bank of Gordon, Husker Auto Parts, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Bank of the West, Hins Home Furnishings, Gordon Vision Center, Bob Alcorn State Farm Insurance, Grocery Mart, Accountant Carol Child, White Clay Grocery Cakes, Modern Farm Equipment, Gordon Superfoods, and Sides and Milburn Ford of Rushville. And, of course, the Sheridan County Journal Star. Glad to bring you all this action to you. Don't forget that the Journal Star is available as an online edition. You can get the Journal Star and all the news that is news in Sheridan County anytime, anywhere from your mobile device or your laptop whenever you want it. And get it in your hot little hands before the paper copy hits the shelves. So check it out at SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. We've got 12 minutes on the clock. And we are just about ready to get this third quarter underway. So the Mustangs will see what kind of adjustments they come out of the halftime with as they try to slow down this potent and powerful running attack of the Bridgeport Bulldogs. And as we said earlier, they had a little bit of success offensively on that last offensive possession. And they'll get a chance, they'll get the football here to start the second half. So we'll see what kind of adjustments were made and see what they can do. They've got a tall mountain to climb here as they trail at 26-0 as we start the third quarter. I'm glad to have you along. Bridgeport, Nebraska on an app. So the Mustangs go to work. 12 minutes on the clock. So they work out of that double wing. In motion on the jet sweep action. This is Pieper, cuts it up the middle, and a first down. That's a good way to start the third quarter for the Mustangs. Talon Pieper on that jet action comes across and takes the handoff, turns it upfield. Good for a gain of about 12 yards on the first play of the third quarter. And the Mustangs trying to get some offensive momentum here. Off to a good start here in the third quarter. Holbert under center. Campbell takes the handoff, comes around the left side, breaks a tackle. He's got 5, and out of bounds he goes after a gain of 6 or 7 over there on the far sideline. So 2 good runs in a row by the Mustangs, and that's what you got to do in this position is start building, take some baby steps, walk before you run. They got a first down and got good yardage on that play. Brings up second down and about 3 for the Mustangs now as they've got the ball on their own 39-yard line. Talon Pieper takes the handoff. Same play as that first one out of the gate, but Bridgeport ready for it that time. Short gain on the play of about a yard, and it'll bring up third down. And third down and about 2 is what they're going to have here. 11 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter, just underway here in the second half. Holbert brings the play in from the sideline. So the Mustangs trying to keep this drive alive on third down and 2. Ball at the 40-yard line. Pieper comes in motion. Toss play, and that is gobbled up in the backfield by Pankowski. A loss of a 5 on the play, and that will end the Mustangs' drive in a hurry. So Pankowski kind of doing it all tonight. Wyatt Pankowski, the 6'3" senior. He's rushed for a couple of touchdowns. He has an interception return for a touchdown. And he's in the backfield there for the negative play, tackle for loss, and it's fourth down now for the Mustangs. Punt is away by Morgan Holbert. High kick this time. It's going to roll down to the 35-yard line, inside the 35 to the 34, and that's where Bridgeport will take over.
Dead there, no return on that kick. So the Bulldogs will take it over.
So 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, and Bridgeport back to work on offense. Now the Mustangs got a first down there. I think just their second of the game, and so something positive to build on as they work their way through this second quarter. Mustangs shooting the gap. That time is Ethan Yanni gets in the backfield and brings down the ball carrier. That's Pankowski for a loss on the play. So the Mustangs going to gamble a little bit here. They started that late in the second quarter, trying to time that snap up, bring those linebackers up and shoot the gap and disrupt the timing of these running plays a little bit. And it works that time as there's a loss of 3 on the play. It brings up second down and 13 for Bridgeport. And bringing a blitz like that is a high-risk, high-reward offense as they give it up to the fullback up the middle. And that's exactly what you risk happening is they give it up to the fullback up the middle. And one less defender back there to slow him down as he rumbles out there to midfield. First and 10 from the 50-yard line. So the Mustangs trying anything they can to slow down this Bridgeport offense. 9.5 to go, third quarter. Bridgeport out of the eye, wide receivers each way. And the Mustangs missed the snap count that time as both Talon Pieper and Ethan Yanni were going to crash through the gaps that time and came across, made contact, and that'll cost the Mustangs 5 yards. It'll be first down and 5 now from the 45-yard line of Gordon-Rushville for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. And the Mustangs knew they were going to be in for a battle tonight as Bridgeport had given Chase County all they could handle on the road last week, falling by just 3 to the 8th-rated team in the state. Under 9 minutes to go, third quarter now, and it'll be second down and 1 after the 4-yard gain on first and 5. So second down and 1 here. Pankowski still at the top of the eye. The give is to Pankowski, and the Mustangs timed that one just right as Pieper and Yanni met at the ball carrier for a loss of about 3. It'll bring up third down. Third down and about 3 or 4 yards to go now. So the blitz works that time.
On that play, it's third down and 4 to go. Ball's on the 42.
Trying to get a stop here.
Close to the 44.
Mustangs' only other defensive stop of the game was in the first quarter when they held inside their own 10-yard line on downs. Toss play left side to Pankowski. Yanni can't bring him down. Runs right over top of Zane Hamilton, and the Mustangs finally get him to the ground after a short gain. Pankowski just ran smack over Zane Hamilton that time. But they get him to the turf, and it brings up 4th down and about 3 here.
It's 4th down. A long 3 to go from the 43.
And it looks like they are going to go for it on 4th down. 7:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs trying to get a stop. Power eye backfield. Mustangs on the blitz. The give is to Pankowski. Spin move. He's got the 1st down. Falls forward across the 40-yard line. And that'll extend the drive for the Bulldogs. So they bring the extra blocker in for Pankowski, and he's able to get good positive yardage and picks up the 1st down inside the 40 of the Mustangs. And a fresh set of down for the Bulldogs. Fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs. 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 2 wides to the left side this time. Swing pass out there, complete, and going to be brought down for probably about a loss of about 1 on the play. High arcing pass over there to see if we can get a name to go along with that number. That's Logan Lynch on the completion, and he's going to lose about a yard.
Shy of the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down and 11. The ball now.
So the Mustangs trying to stack up the middle of that line and take away that inside running game for the Bulldogs. Part of the chess match. They try to swing it outside, but the Mustangs are ready for that one. So it brings up 2nd down and about 11 here. Ball on the 40-yard line. Mustangs show blitz, and now we've got a false start, I believe, on Bridgeport. We'll see which way this goes. It is a false start, and so all of that blitzing and all that movement up front by the Mustangs making those offensive linemen just a little bit antsy, and it costs them 5 yards. So now it'll be 2nd down and 16 to go for Bridgeport, and so some of these defensive adjustments maybe starting to help out here a little bit for the Mustangs with 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Two wides to the right side. Pankowski rolls to his right. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Now he's going to throw it. Finds Pankowski there. Oh, no, that's not Pankowski. And good nifty running that time by, I think that's the fullback. See who that is. That is Lawrence Schneider on the catch that time. And that's good for a good gain on the play, but not enough for 1st down yardage. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 here. So 3rd and 4, 5:15 to go, 3rd quarter. So another 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Mustangs show blitz, option play, left side, pitch to Pankowski. Breaks a tackle and bowls his way forward across the 25, and he's got a 1st down. And so the Mustangs bringing the blitzers up the middle. Opens up that outside just a little bit. Pankowski takes the pitch and rolls for the 1st down. 1st and 10 Bulldogs, ball at the 24-yard line of the Mustangs. So a time-consuming drive. This drive started with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Working our way down past 4:45 now. Oh, a long drive, very methodical here by the Bulldogs. Out of the shotgun now. Fakes the give to nobody there. Hartman keeps the ball and falls forward for a gain of about 2. Made a really nice fake that time, but there was nobody there to fake it to. Picks up a couple of yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. So 6 minutes so far on this Bridgeport drive. And a 2nd down and 8 with the ball at the 22-yard line of the Mustangs. Out of that shotgun again. Hartman gives it to the fullback this time. Mustangs stack him up, but still he's able to get good yardage ahead. They had him in the backfield. Falls forward for a gain of 1, maybe 1.5. But we're now under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and it brings up 3rd down and 6.
Coleman, 56. Fedorchuk takes it to the 20-yard line. 3rd down and...
So 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs. 3.5 to go now. As Bridgeport just chewing up clock here, that just melting away. And they'll work from the eye. Using the full play clock this time. Hartman tosses that one over the middle. It's complete inside the 15 down to the 14, and that should be just enough for the 1st down. And that will move the chains. Found the big tight end, number 12, John Pappas. That 6'5" frame went up and pulled that down, and they're going to say he's actually... Now, are they going to move the chains or are they not? They can't seem to decide what they're doing, and now they're going to decide to move the chains. They're going to decide that it is a 1st down, not by much, but they'll move the chains, and a fresh set of downs now. 1st and 10 for the Bridgeport Bulldogs at the 14-yard line of the Mustangs. Back to the I formation now. Hartman fakes the give to the fullback, stacked up Mustangs all over that one, and they'll bring Hartman down for a loss on the play. Nothing doing that time as the Mustang linebackers came crashing through. The 2 linebackers, a fullback and a quarterback, all together at the same point in time with the football, and it's a loss of about 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 14, 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs had the ball for 1 minute and 50 seconds. Bridgeport has had the entire rest of the third quarter. As there's Talon Pieper tripping up the ball carrier, and now we've got a Mustang down on the field.
Pieper, number 7, also makes first contact. Combs.
And that's Sean Combs shaking up just a little bit on the play. He's up holding the right arm, right shoulder there. Not going to come out, trying to get it loosened up. Says he's okay. And so it is. 3rd down again. Light reflecting off of the yardage marker over there. Option play. They give it off to the fullback up the middle. Crashes ahead. But he's well short of the 1st down yardage. It'll bring up 4th down. Ball at the 9-yard line of the Mustangs. They need the 5. So it's 4th down and 5 to go. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Clock running in the third quarter. What a drive by the Bridgeport Bulldogs. This drive started at their own 34-yard line with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It's a 9-minute drive so far, and it's not over yet. 4th down and 5 out of that power I. The give, no, the play action fake, naked bootleg left side. Hartman going to run with it. He's to the 5, gets the corner of the end zone, and a touchdown for the Bulldogs. So with 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter, they make it 32-0. So 32-0, 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And that is the epitome of a methodical drive. Over 9 minutes on the scoring drive. And now they'll go for 2. They line it up in that full house backfield. Hartman gives it off to Pankowski, and he's going to be brought down short. And no good. So the score stands at 32-0 with 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. Great tractors, awesome combines, incredible hay tools, and even an award-winning self-propelled sprayer. Innovative products, and a renewed commitment to people who really appreciate field smarts. Sounds like someone like you, doesn't it?
So 59 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Bridgeport leads this one 32-0. They get ready to kick it off. And this is 75. Let's take a look, see if we can tell you who that is doing the kicking. Connor Wiggins, the 6'2" junior, who does the kicking for Bridgeport. And he's got it lined up at the 40-yard line and ready to kick it away to the Mustangs. Wiggins approaches it, puts his foot into it, comes left side. This is Pieper, bounces off his chest, and he falls on it at the 32-yard line. Mustangs take over 1st and 10.
Pieper, good field position.
So 54 seconds to work here in the third quarter. Mustangs were able to pick up a first down in that last possession. See if they can do that again. Just been tough going, getting any kind of offensive traction against this very big, very physical front of the Bridgeport Bulldogs. So Morgan Holbert under center, Corby Campbell in motion. Holbert, bootleg to the left side, throws it out there, complete, that's Jared Nelson, breaks a tackle across the 40, and he fumbles the football. Picked up by Bridgeport, and now here comes the return, and finally going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. Jared Nelson had the football. Mustangs in great field position, and he was stripped as he was being tackled and coughs it up and gives it back to the Bulldogs at their 30-yard line.
Bend a little bit, pass was complete.
So not at all what they had in mind.
Bulldogs have recovered.
The Mustangs got the big play, but give it right back, and sometimes that's just the way that it goes. So Bridgeport back to work on offense from their own 30-yard line. The last drive lasted over 9 minutes. 38 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs show blitz again. Fumble on the snap. Ball is loose. And the Bulldogs have got back on top of. They've lost the ball 3 times tonight. They've been able to get on top of every one of them. Mustangs have lost an interception and a fumble. Came into the game +6 in turnovers. They're still +4, but they're -2 here on the night. And that will be the last play of the third quarter. We head to the fourth. It's Bridgeport 32 and Gordon-Rushville 0.
Third quarter has come to an end. The Bulldogs.
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon-Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods. So we head to the fourth quarter. Make sure you say thanks to sponsors of tonight's action. Let them know you appreciate their sponsorship. First National Bank of Gordon, Husker Auto Parts, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Bank of the West, Hins Home Furnishings, Gordon Vision Center, Bob Alcorn State Farm Insurance, Grocery Mart, Accountant Carol Child, White Clay Grocery and Cakes, Gordon Superfoods, Modern Farm Equipment, Sides and Milburn Ford, and of course the Sheridan County Journal Star. We are ready to get the fourth quarter underway. Thanks to everybody who's sent tweets out tonight. We'll continue to do that throughout the season. Bridgeport back to work, and a little reverse here this time, coming around the right side and room to run. 35-40, and knocked out of bounds that time by Sam Hood, but not until first down yardage is achieved at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Bridgeport on the reverse.
Connor Wiggins
And that was Logan Lynch coming around the corner that time with the carry.
Sprung him loose around this right end, and Lynch gets it to the 44.
And Sam Hood with the tackle that time. And so they work out of the eye. Mustangs on the blitz, and they gambled and they ran it right up the other side for another big gain that time as Jared Nelson brings down the ball carrier. Mustangs shot the gap. Bridgeport ran through the other one. Another big gainer that time inside the 40 of the Mustangs. Clock runs. 11:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Toss to Pankowski right side. Mustangs trip him up for a loss of about a half a yard that time. The Mustangs have blitzed on pretty much every down here in the second half. It's slowed up the attack of the Bridgeport Bulldogs some, but they haven't been able to get the stop that they've needed. But they're keeping at it here as we work our way past 11 minutes in the fourth quarter. Hartman under center. Mustangs blitz, give it off to the fullback inside, and he's out there close to first down yardage. He'll be just short as he is brought down at the 30-yard line. He'll be about a half a yard short, and it'll bring up third down.
Take it down to near the 30-yard line, short of the first down by a yard of the 9-yard.
Third down and 1 now.
And a yard to go.
10.5 left to go here in the fourth quarter. The give is to Pankowski, sidesteps Ethan Yanni and falls forward for the first down. Yanni was there but couldn't wrap him up, and that's kind of been the theme of the night. Pankowski and a lot of these Bridgeport runners able to break tackles and get yards after contact. 10:15 to go in the fourth quarter. And first and 10 from the 29-yard line in the Mustangs. Unbalanced look this time, and now that one's mistimed by Yanni. They'll give up 5 yards.
Not quite right there.
Mustangs doing everything they can to try and disrupt this potent rushing attack of the Bulldogs, and guessed it wrong that time. So it'll be first down and 5. Ball at the 24-yard line. Under 10 minutes to go now in the game. The give is to the fullback. Breaks free up the middle, and he's got the first down. Going to be brought down at about the 16-yard line.
That's Corey Campbell. Fordorchuk picks up 7 yards. All the way down to the 16-yard
So
line.
9.5 to go now as they wind the clock. Left in this fourth quarter. Bridgeport on the move and a first and 10 from the Mustangs 16. The give. A new back in there, but running just as hard as Pankowski. That is Anthony Barrett on the carry that time. And it'll bring up a second down and about 3.
Down to the 9-yard line.
So a good first down run that time by Barrett as he stays in there now. So second down and 3. Hartman trying to drain that clock. Now he's under center. Fakes the toss, gives it to the fullback up inside, rumbles across for 6 more. Bulldogs on the board again. 8:43 to go, and another touchdown.
Bulldogs put another 6 on the board early here in the fourth.
So it is 38-0. Pending the 2-point attempt, and Pankowski now comes back into the game for this 2-point try. No, and now they will attempt a PAT this time, something different. Hartman will see if he can kick this one through. Now it's a high kick and no good. And so that one fails. The score stays Bridgeport 38 and the Mustangs 0. Take a look at the upcoming the upcoming broadcast schedule of these games. If you're interested in watching the Mustang volleyball team's opening game against the Sheridan Cardinals, that game will air tomorrow night, Monday and Wednesday of this next week. And then the Mustangs' first 2 victories of the football season are also available against Valentine and Kimball. 9 o'clock on Saturday night. You can watch the Mustangs defeat the Valentine Badgers. That'll re-air on Monday and Wednesday. And then the Kimball game, 8 o'clock on tonight, which is going on right now, Sunday, and again on Tuesday. So that is available, of course, on Great Plains Communications, local access channel number 2. Bulldogs now lead this one 38-0. Handily in control with 8:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. Low kick, bounces at the 30 and going to roll out of bounds. Mustangs will have good field position to start this drive.
This kick goes out of bounds. Near the 15-yard line.
And so the Mustangs will take over, should be at their own 35, I believe. It is their own 35 with 8:43 to go in the ball game. So the Mustangs, for pride's sake, would really like to put some points on the board here. And of course, the Bridgeport Bulldogs would certainly like to maintain the shutout. So we'll see what they can get doing here. Mustangs come to the line. Nelson to the near side. Toss play. And now they're going to throw it down the field, up for grabs and over the head of everybody. And that was Logan Belsky taking that pitch and trying to complete the long pass. He had a man there, but overthrew him. He was double covered. And so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And so the Mustang coaches emptying the playbook here in the fourth quarter, trying to get on the board. So that stops. Oh, it does not stop the clock. We've got a running clock. We're in the second half, and it's more than a 35-point lead. So the clock runs. They'll throw it complete out to Corby Campbell and going to be brought down there after a short gain of about 3, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So the clock now runs. We're under 8 minutes to go.
There was a gain of 3 yards on that play. 3rd down, 7 from the 37.
So the Mustangs will have it 3rd down and 7. Ball at between their own 37 and 38-yard line. They come quickly to the line. Morgan Holbert under center. Calls for the ball. Pass, and that's intercepted. Intercepted. It's Logan Lynch going the other way, and he is going to be all the way home. Nobody's going to catch him into the end zone for the pick 6 for Logan Lynch. And that makes it 44-0. Morgan Holbert threw that with authority, but missed the mark and picked off by Lynch. Takes it the other way for the score. 7:11 left to go, fourth quarter. Bridgeport 44, Gordon-Rushville 0. And see if they're going to try another PAT here or what they'll do. Looks like it. Pankowski the holder. And Hartman to try and kick it. Doesn't take much of a wind-up at it, just kind of a one-step and have-at-it deal. And that one is blocked.
The point after is no good.
And so now we can see why it is that Bridgeport goes for 2 every time, as not a real efficient-looking kicking game, but they're up 44-0, and they figure they may as well get some practice in on it. So 7-11 left to go in the fourth quarter, 44-0. Bridgeport looking very impressive here against the Mustangs. The Mustangs will lick their wounds, head home, and get ready for homecoming next week, September 18th, next Friday night, when they host the Bennett County Warriors. So we'll be bringing that action to you. If you can't make it to the game, make sure you tune in to SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. We'll have all of that action for you.
Teeing it up for the Bulldogs is number 51, Marsh Vasquez, from the 40.
So a new kicker now into the game for Bridgeport. This is Vasquez. 7-11 left to go in the fourth quarter. Puts his foot into it, short spinning kick. Comes down and covered up. Not handled real cleanly that time by one of the upbacks. And that was Logan Dexter. But he's able to find it, fall on it, and the Mustangs with good field position at their own 37.
Of the Mustangs, it'll be first down from their own 37.
So the clock runs. Down under 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter now. Morgan Holbert under center. Takes the snap, throws it right side. His receiver slipped down, and that was Rhett Conroy. Slipped on his cut that time and hit the deck. Ball sails harmlessly over his head, and it'll bring up second down and 10.
It'll be second and 10.
The Mustangs have the play as they set it up second down and 10. Under 6 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter. Holbert drops back to pass, rolls to his right, throws it out there and over the head of Conroy, and incomplete. It'll bring up third down and 10. So the Mustangs don't throw it much, so they're getting some practice here a little bit, if nothing else, and that's kind of what you got to do. Look ahead, and there will be times when you need to complete a pass, and may as well give it a whirl here. 5:20 to go, third down and 10 Mustangs. Holbert looks left side, now looks right. Lets one go and can't get it to Conroy again. It's incomplete as the clock continues to roll now under 5 minutes.
For the Bulldogs, number 60, Logan Colson.
The Mustangs going to send
It's fourth down.
the punt unit on, it looks like.
From the 37.
So Morgan Holbert back to punt this one away. Clock rolls under 4.5 to go in this fourth quarter. High snap again. Holbert can't handle it. Gets that kick away somehow. Low line drive kick across the 40 and down to the 35-yard line. So Morgan's had some rough duty tonight back there fielding the long snap on the punts, but he's able to get it away. And so Bridgeport takes over on their own 35 with 4 minutes to go in the game. And at this point, it won't take much for Bridgeport to run out the clock and end the carnage here as the Mustangs trail at 44-0 in the fourth quarter. And now we've got reserves into the game for the Bridgeport Bulldogs. The second team offense, they give it off up the middle. That's good for about 2 or 3 yards. 3:15 to go in the game. Fourth quarter here from Bridgeport. Has been a beautiful evening for football, if nothing else.
From the 38-yard line of the Bulldogs.
And two running teams like this game is going to be over in a record time, as we are going to be under 2 hours. The total time with the, including the half. So 2:45 to go. Quarterback waits for the 5-second count, gets it, and they'll snap it straight ahead. Tackled by Yanni, stacked up by the Mustang defense. 2.5 minutes left to go now, and now the Mustangs will send in their backup defenders as the first team heads to the bench to the applause of the Mustang faithful on the far side of the field. And rough duty this evening for the Mustangs, and they're going to come out on the short end of the stick here tonight. So reserves into the ball game for both teams here as we get ready to finish up the final 2 minutes of this one. They work from the eye. Give is to the eye back off left side. Breaks a tackle. He's got the first down. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the Bridgeport 47-yard line.
All the way to the 47-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
So make sure you come out tomorrow and cheer on the Mustang volleyball team, as they'll be in action tomorrow in Gordon at the Gordon-Rushville Invitational. Bridgeport back to the line. 1:10 to go, fourth quarter, 1st and 10. Give to the eye back, up the middle, straight ahead for about 4 yards.
Tackle made by 52. Clay Shields.
And it'll be 2nd down and about 6.
6 yards on the carry. Well, 5 yards. They marked him short of that 6 yards to the 48-yard line of the Mustangs. 2nd down.
So 35 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Bridgeport snaps it. The give is to the eye back. Stacked up for a gain of about a yard on the play. They'll bring up 3rd down, and that may do it. We'll see if they snap it again. Looks like they're trying to get a play called here. Clock at 15. And I don't think we're going to get another play off here. As the clock is under 10, they come to the line. They're going to have to work quickly. And I don't think they're going to do it. And the game is over. Bridgeport with the convincing win here this evening. They win it 44-0. Say thanks to sponsors of tonight's action: the First National Bank of Gordon, Husker Auto Parts, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Bank of the West, Hins Home Furnishings, the Gordon Vision Center, Bob Alcorn State Farm Insurance, Grocery Mart, Accountant Carol Child, White Clay Grocery and Cakes, Modern Farm Equipment, Gordon Superfoods, Sides and Milburn Ford, and of course, the Sheridan County Journal Star. Mustangs back in action a week from tonight, homecoming, when they'll entertain the Bennett County Warriors. Come out and support the Mustangs. If you can't make it, tune in. We'll have all the action here for you on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. So until next Friday, this is Clint Anderson saying thank you again for tuning in to SheridanCountyJournalStar.net coverage of Mustang Football 2015.